Hello and welcome in. This is Oracle Callie with Oracle Wise Living bringing you another message. Okay, this is going to be an astrology video, of course. Um, you are more than just your sun sign, and understanding Leo, since we're technically in Leo season, and I do have Leo in my first, um, in my birth chart, as we all have all the signs, and the signs and the planets, and they correlate differently. And it's important how our signs and our planets show up because it shows us how we interact in our relationships and things like that. Um, so today I want to start a new astrology project with you guys. Okay. Because I think a lot of people have been taught astrology in a very complex way. Um, we hear I'm a Leo, I'm a Sag, I'm a Scorpio, and that's usually where the conversation stops. You know what I'm saying? But you're not just your sun sign, you guys. Your birth chart contains all 12 signs, like I was saying. You have planets, you have houses, okay? And all of these pieces tell a much bigger story um, about who you are, how you express yourself, what you experience, and even the types of people and relationships that may activate different parts of your chart. Okay? So today we're going to start with Leo, and we're going to talk about something I think is really important. What does it actually mean to fully express your Leo energies? So, first, signs, planets, and houses. Okay? 144. Let's make this simple. Think of astrology almost like a sentence. The planet tells us what is happening. And the planet tells us what is happening. And the sign tells us how that energy expresses itself. The sign tells us how the energy expresses itself. The house tells us where that energy is showing up in your life. So if you have Venus in Leo in my 7th house, that's different from Venus in Leo in my 10th house. The energy is, Leo energy is definitely still there, but the area of life where I'm experiencing it will change. Okay? Or it does change it. The 7th house brings attention towards partnerships and one-on-one relationships. All right. And the 10th house brings attention towards career, reputation, and public life. Right. So this is why two people can have Leo placements and experience that Leo energy completely different. Right. And here's another important thing. The people in our lives can sometimes activate different parts of our charts, you guys. Okay. So that's another big thing as well. Okay. Um, a relationship can bring out our 7th house themes. Yeah. So family can activate 4th house themes. Friends and communities can activate 11th house themes. Career can activate the 10th. So astrology isn't just about this is who I am. It can also help us explore where these energies are being activated in our own lives. Okay? 329. So let's talk about Leo. Leo is associated with creativity, confidence, warmth, courage, leadership, play, generosity, and self-expression. But I don't want to reduce Leo to Leo wants attention, or that's way too simplistic. At its healthiest, Leo is about being willing to express the heart. You guys, okay? I hope you see my little evil eye I created. It's on both sides. It's got glitter and things on it. So it was one of my little projects I did. So yeah. Shout out in the comments and let me know where you're at, where you're from, how you're doing, you guys. It's early in the morning while I'm filming this video. Monday morning, early. So I hope you're doing well when you're watching this. So back to the story. Okay, so I am here. I have something to create. I have something to give. I deserve to express myself. Is um, from the Leo heart. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the biggest Leo lesson isn't learning how to shine. It's learning that you don't need permission to shine, right? And I fully understand that, as well as you other fellow Leos. Most definitely can relate to it as well. So you don't have to make everybody approve of you, and you don't have to become smaller because somebody else is uncomfortable with your light. All right. Like, seriously, you do not have to become smaller because someone else is uncomfortable with your light. All right? I just want to make that clear. No, healthy Leos always is like, I can shine and I can celebrate your light too, right? So that's the difference between authentic self expression and ego. So, Leo through the 12 houses. Now, let's go through Leo in every house, all right? 531 on the timestamp. So, because this is where I want to start looking at your own chart, okay? Now, I'm going to go through each house, give you a few little pointers, tips. Leo in the first house. This puts Leo currently right at the doorway of your identity if you have Leo in the first house. So you may naturally have a noticeable presence, and the lesson can be don't hide yourself. All right. So you're learning how to become comfortable being seen. All right. Now, Leo for the second house. Now, Leo enters money, values, talents, and self worth. This can bring a strong connection between creativity and personal values. The lesson becomes know the value of what you bring to the table and don't make your words dependent on somebody else's applause, okay? Sometimes you got to be your own applause, right? So, Leo in the third house. Now, Leo enters communication. So, your voice, your writing, your learning, your conversations, your immediate environment. You may have a very expressive communication style. And the lesson is use your voice if you have Leo in that third house. All right, so say what you came here to say. Most definitely. Leo in the fourth house. Now, Leo enters home and family, and this can bring questions about being seen and recognized within the family. You may need to create a home where you can actually be yourself. Fourth house Leos. So the lesson is build a foundation where your authentic self is allowed to exist. Okay. So Leo in the fifth house. Now this is a particularly interesting placement because Leo in the fifth house naturally share themes of creativity, play, romance, pleasure, and self-expression. So this is I create energy, right? And the lesson may simply be create, dance, paint, write, perform, love, play. Do something because it makes your heart come alive. All right, not because somebody is going to reward you for it. All right, so Leo in the sixth house, my lovies. So this is about entering your everyday life. Sixth house, work, routines, responsibilities, skills, health habits. The lesson is that you don't have to wait for some huge moment to express yourself. You can bring creativity and heart into your everyday lives. All right. Leo in that seventh house. Now, we're talking about partnerships, relationships, marriage, one to one connections. So, Leo here can teach you about being fully yourselves. All right. While also allowing another person to fully be themselves at the same time. So, it's like sharing the spotlight in a way about partnership. So, I don't have to disappear to hide inside of a relationship, but I don't have to dominate it either. All right, Leo in the eighth house. This talks to us about deeper territory. So, intimacy, vulnerability, shared resources, transformation, psychological depth. Here, the question can become can I allow myself to be seen without the performance, not the image, not the persona, the real you? Right? So, Leo in our ninth house. Now, Leo enters belief, spirituality, philosophy, higher education, travel, and worldviews, of course. So, you may express your beliefs passionately. All right. If you have a Leo ninth house. So, I do see. Yeah, but there's an important lesson here. You can have a powerful personal truth without assuming everyone else has to live by it. So your wisdom grows when you're willing to explore. Okay, ninth house Leos. So 10th house Leos. Let's move into the Leo in the 10th house. Now Leo enters career and public life in this sector. So this can be a powerful placement for visibility and leadership, okay? You're being asked to develop confidence around being seen, all right? But remember, leadership isn't about needing everybody beneath you. Leadership can mean becoming an example of what authentic self-expression looks like, okay? So Leo in the 11th house. This is Leo when friendship, communities, networks, and collective dreams come together. So you may find yourself becoming visible within a community. So Leo in the 11th house is, right? But the lesson is shine within the collective without losing yourself to the collective. Okay, so it's a little tricky, but you guys can do it, all right? And I think that's a really powerful message to anybody building a community as well. Shine, but don't lose yourself to your community. you know. Leo in the 12th house. Now, Leo enters the hidden world, the subconscious, solitude, spirituality, things we don't always allow to show other people. All right. And this one really makes me think. Your light doesn't disappear just because nobody is watching. You don't need applause for your existence to matter. And sometimes Leo in the 12th house is learning to recognize your own light privately before you bring it into the world. All right. Now, look at your planets in Leo collective. So, you know, and this is where we can make your chart even more personal. If you have the sun in Leo, your identity and vitality are strongly connected to Leo themes, all right? And your emotional world with the moon in Leo, if you have sun in Leo, your identity and vitality are strongly connected to Leo themes as well. Moon in Leo, your emotional world may need creativity more. Warmth, affection, and authentic expressions. Mercury in Leo. Your communications can be expressive, confident, dramatic, or creative. Venus in Leo. Love may be expressed through warmth, loyalty, affection, generosity, and romance. Mars in Leo. You may take action through passion, confidence, creativity, and courage. Jupiter in Leo. Growth can come through confidence, creativity, generosity, and leadership. Saturn in Leo. There may be lessons around confidence, visibility, creativity, and allowing yourself to take up space. And then we get into the outer planets and points, okay? Which can tell us about deeper generational and evolutionary themes. So again, don't just ask, am I Leo? Ask, where is Leo in my chart as well, okay? So, the big Leo lessons, you guys, right now, since we're in the Leo season, still, and I believe it's till the 22nd. And this is what I want to leave you with. Leo isn't asking you to become somebody you're not. All right? Leo's asking you, what happens when you stop hiding the person you already are? All right? What would you create if you weren't afraid of criticism? What would you say if you weren't worried about everybody else's opinions? What would you do if you didn't need permission? And what would happen if you realized that being visible doesn't make you selfish? Okay? You can shine without taking somebody else's light, number one. All right? And you can lead without controlling. You can be confident without believing you're better than everybody else. And you can be proud of yourself without becoming arrogant. Okay? And you can express yourself without needing everyone else to understand. That's the beauty and healthy Leo energy, my loves. Okay? It's heart-centered self-expression. It's creativity. It's courage. It's warmth. It's the willingness to say that this is who I am, okay? And I'm finally allowing myself to be seen as well. All right? So, pull up your own birth charts, you guys. Find Leo. Look at the house. Look at the planets. Look at the aspects. And ask yourself, where is life asking me to express my Leo? Use this time to work with Leo energy. These are beneficial times, you guys. So because you may not identify with Leo at all and still have a very powerful Leo story written within your own chart, okay? We're going to go deeper into the signs, the planets, the houses. I want to have a part 2 of this video, all right? And how all of these pieces are coming together. So welcome to this new astrology journey, you guys. And remember to get your birth charts ready and look at your own charts and see how it lines up, okay? Again, I'm Oracle Callie, and this is Oracle Wise Living. Peace, love, and light.